変な自分だいやなんでもない生活だいやうざんくさい売人からかった怪しい貧乏法ばっか家事と言わなびはみんなやってる一発の何者かに生まれ変わってやり直せる天性リンゴある表現者になった全世界で称賛された自分は特別で他は凡人でその才能を見る変な自分だいやなんでもない生活だいやうざんくさい売人からかった怪しい貧乏法ばっか家事と言わなびはみんなやってる一発の何者かに生まれ変わってやり直せる天性リンゴある表現者になった全世界で称賛された自分は特別で他は凡人でその才能を見る
This is a Los Angeles exclusive. This is a Los Angeles exclusive.
New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So don't be slipping away. Look into my eyes and tell me the things you love about behind my back. If you miss me, I want this hard to be down. It's the way forward, I will resist. It's going down.
Oh wait, let me adjust my mic. There we go, now you can try to hear me. So, diving right into the commentating for this, I'm excited to see how this ends up going with the new play-ins pool. We didn't see this starting, we started seeing this week. Currently it is tied 1-1, surprisingly, with the different seed difference, and can't exactly tell what this pick is because I just hopped in now, but it looks to be a Nomad 2, and both teams are about equal in score right now. There was just a break from Code Analyst though, which is going to start slowing it down on the side of, or the score gain for randoms. It's going to start hurting them. They are going to have to start hoping for a break from Seed 7 if they want to catch back up. Honestly, very consistent streaming across both teams though. Oh Oh, and there is going to be a break from Arumichi, but it is matched by Ricky Lock, and that is not what Team Randoms was hoping for. If they wanted to catch up at this point, they needed to hold past that break. There's already going to be a 130k difference. It could have come back if there wasn't for that drop, but seeing that drop, I think it's just the map is over, and with another drop from Ricky Lock, we are at the 2/3 point of the map, and it's not looking possible to come back at this point unless we see some major misses from the other team. The accuracies are not too different across the board. It's really just coming down to combo in this pick. Both teams are very consistent at these streams, and just how the cookie crumbles, little misses here and there, even if they're not massive, can result in a match by a few 100k points. And as we're approaching the end of this, it is becoming more and more of a solid lead for Seed 7, but... Oh, there is another miss from Arumi, but at this point we're at the very end of the map and it doesn't matter. Insane accuracies across the board from all players. And we are going to see the second point coming in for Seed 7. I don't know whose pick that was. Oh wait, no, when I can see that was Team Red's pick. So that was their point. They didn't need to get that. We are going to want to see Randoms get their point next, or it is going to end up being a break point for Team Red and resulting in a major score deficit. And despite the seed difference, both teams are showing some pretty strong scores at this point, so this match could really go either way. Now, seeing as they... Oh, no, that was... Yeah, that was Nomad 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, seeing as they were both pretty evenly matched on Nomad 2, the tapping picks might be a bit riskier. I don't know a lot about these teams, but they might want to go for something a bit more on the gimmicky side, just to try and see what's like less of a gamble. And it looks like we are going to be getting Nomad 4. It'd be really interesting to see which teams can play that. It's either one of those things where you either can play it or you can't, and if both teams can play it, it's on a shorter map like this at 2 minutes, it's really going to end up coming down to that combo and who can hold. We saw it really come into play with the last map, where both teams had pretty consistent accuracy but across the board, but it just really came down to those early misses and the combos that ended up breaking them and resulting in about a 300k score deficit for Randoms, despite honestly pretty equally good performance across the board from both teams. And as we're just waiting on the players to ready up, I guess we can make predictions, but it could really go either way. We don't know enough about these teams yet to see how the flow of the match is going to go. Neither team in the chat seemed too worried. Open. We are having a little bit of Bancho air. There is a Codenalus was just displaying the wrong map for a second there, but it is being resolved. And there we go. As we dive into this, there was a... Oh, no, it was a Bancho miss from Codenalus to start. So there's no early misses here. Strong accuracies across the board, especially from Codenalus, with a 97%, almost 98%, and reaching into that 98% territory right now. If all these players hold this, these amazing combos right at the start, it's really going to come down to the ACK, but both teams are kind of equalized on ACK between their carries and their supporting scores right now, so... Oh, but there was a miss from Arumicha that I completely overlooked, and that is going to account for the initial score difference that we're seeing here as we're slowly gaining. But there's a double miss from randoms. That is going to hurt. You cannot have that, especially not on your pick when you need this point. It is going to be a match from Marumicha, but there is still that. Oh, and the FC is gone. We have seen full resets across the board, and it is completely an act game now. They can try and rebuild the combo, but we're only seeing any combo building on Codenolus. There was a triple miss there. Not to go either way. It's hopping back and forth right now with these misses. That miss from Marumicha is not going to help Seed 7, though. They have to get their act together if they want to take back the score, and it is not looking like it's going to happen. We are at the last quarter of the map, and absolutely nothing is changing. It looks like the randoms are just going to completely take this away. It would require some major misses here to turn it around, but it is possible. You never know. We are approaching the end of the map, though, so it's becoming less and less likely. Denlis here with a very strong combo done. He held well. Zavi tried to build up a supporting combo or a recovery combo just to counteract it, but it wasn't enough in the end, and those final misses did not help the team, and it is going to end up retying the score 2-2. Very strong scores from both teams, though. Tech is infamously hard to score high on, and we are seeing an S rank from Coldenius with insane 95% accuracy. Great scores just across the board in general. I have to... Thank you. I can't pronounce shit. Wait, you said Coldennis? Oh man. Okay, seeing how well that went, I don't know, maybe there is no HR3 to pool or anything. There's, that HR2 is a great map. Love that one, but I don't know enough about these players to try and predict, honestly, what they're gonna pick next. I'm just excited to see. Thank you, Colton. That was probably better to pronounce that correctly. Oh, and we are going to be seeing HD2. That is a very gimmicky pick. It's a risk to take it, but if you're confident on it and the other team's not, you will completely carry away there. It's just one of those skills that's kind of like precision, where with reading you either have it or you don't, and many people don't have it, so it's very good if you do. It is lower on the SR, but it is a longer map, and with reading, you kind of expect that lower SR, I guess, but in terms of the longer map, the combo initially isn't going to be too major, but as we get about 30 to 45 seconds into the map, it is going to make a massive difference, so both of these teams are going to have to be very careful about that. Seeing in chat, though, the randoms are not too worried. It seems they do think they have a chance, so we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how this goes. As we just wait the countdown down, we're about to get started. Multiple SSs from 2 players on each team, strong accuracies across the board, nothing below 80%, which is kind of unusual for an HD2, but we are going to see 2 early misses matching from each team, though. Not too consequential at this point, but they have to hold if they want to recover the potential to win, I guess. Luckily, in a longer map like this, so those early misses aren't going to come back to their team, and the combos, because it was traded, are pretty equal across the board, but we are seeing an early miss from randoms. We are getting onto the first quarter of the map now, and those early misses are going to start hurting. And we are even seeing that in the 50k score difference, which is in part due to the insane accuracy difference coming from Zavi and his almost 98% act. But the acts across the board are pretty strong, and it could easily change as we're only 50k apart in terms of score, and the combos are building. There's 2 recovery combos, and there's an early, or actually a mid-map miss from Zavi. That they cannot have that now. The scores going to start dramatically shifting in the favor of randoms if they can hold their combo now. And it looks like they are holding, but right as I say that, Ricky Lock breaks. You cannot have that right now. Right as they're starting to recover the score, it is traded by Zavi, but another miss from Cole Dennis, and that means Jamal Jackson is going to end up carrying this away for them. He has the hold because there's not a massive score difference and it is still recoverable, and he's going to really want to start building up that difference now, especially with these misses coming in from Zavi. But it looks like he is holding, despite having one of the lower accuracies in the lobby. He's managed to actually start rebuilding his accuracy throughout this match, and he's held the combo the most consistently throughout any of the players here, and is going to allow his team to just carry away with this point. There's about a 300k difference in score already, and it's going to make all the difference here. I think that this is just what it's going to come down to, and it is going to allow Team Red to secure their 3rd point. Keep in mind, though, this is on their pick, so we aren't seeing any break points yet this match, and that is a very important factor to consider. Yeah, we're closing out this map, and it is going to look like almost 450k score difference, maybe more. Yep, more. We're just seeing no misses from Jamal. Incredible play, honestly, on the HD2 here. He held consistently. I think we saw some very early misses, but they weren't too consequential, and his insane combo just allowed him to carry away despite the lower accuracy. And his teammate, keep in mind, had 96% accuracy, absolutely incredible accuracy, just some hit misses is what it came down to, and either way, they carried it away and won their point, so that's what they needed, and we are now going to be moving on to the randoms pick. Oh, and we are hopping right into DT1 before we even get to the picking screen. That was fast. It shows how confident they are, I guess. Well, if they're that confident, I mean, dive right into it. It is a bit on the longer side at 308, but I think that is pre-modding, so it's actually probably going to be around 230, 240. So the early combos are going to actually matter a lot here, as it's under 3 minutes probably. And we are hopping right in. See. Definitely keeping an eye on the randoms here. This was their pick, and they seemed pretty confident about it, so. So far, an absolutely insane accuracy lead from Cludenilis. And honestly, even the randoms in general are just having an accuracy lead in general right now. There was a little bit of difficulty coming from Ricky Luck at the beginning, but he's recovering his accuracy very strong. Oh no, but we are going to see that early miss from Codelos. That is not what you want. That was their high accuracy player. They needed him to hold, and it is not looking like he's going to. Now, it could still flip the score, but right now it is favoring Team Red because of that early miss. Any misses quickly from Team Red, though, could make a difference if they happen soon. But in the meantime, another miss from Cole... I don't know, it's not gonna be helping that. Let me recheck that pronunciation. We'll do now list, thank you. Man. So far, beyond those early misses from Dunellis. There's been no other misses across the board. Everyone is holding strong combos, and that insane accuracy from Zavi right now with the 540k individual scores, and is going to be what's carrying them. And this is going to be the first break point in the match, and the match point. Any point after this is going to end up being the win for Team Red, so Team Blue has to lock in, or they're going to it's pretty much over after this. This was their pick, and it just didn't work out. Nerves get to you sometimes, man, and I think that's what ended up happening here, because seeing Codinellis' absolutely insane accuracy, I think he was pretty confident on this. Oh, but there was a really high accuracy recovery from Ricky Lock here, and despite missing an 800k score is nothing to scoff at in any other matchup. That would have been probably enough to carry. There was just two absolutely incredible FCs from the other team, resulting in an almost 2 million team score and a 900k deficit for Team Randoms. It is what it is, but absolutely incredible score from Team Red, and congrats to them for that. We are going to be seeing that break point that is now going to result in the match point here. Any point now is going to call this for Team Red, so Team Blue cannot allow them to get any more points. But yeah, that double FC is rare. You don't see it often. Very impressive. Especially not a double FC with that good of accuracy. 111k, or sorry, 1,111k is very impressive of a score for a DT map even. Seeing that they won the last gamble, it might be worth trying to go for the HR2 if they're confident on those more gimmicky picks. Or if it's just more of an HD thing, they could always go for the free mod. Oh, and Blue, based off their chat, they do not seem confident. It seems that they think Team Red has got the Snowball 3, but it's never too late to give up. They should not do that. There's always a chance for comeback, but this does favor Team Red as it is their pick, and this could be the match point, potentially ending the match here in favor of Team Red. But do keep in mind that if it was the other way around, it would be an upset, so this is very impressive plays from Team Blue. Just scoring 2 points on this big of a seed difference is incredible. Oh no, they're not Nomad 3 PTSD, man. Lock in. Gotta overcome that. Hey, it looks like we are hopping in and we're just waiting for Boncho to get started. Excited to see these scores. This looks like almost more of a techie Nomad 3, if anything. Very interesting. Oh, we are going to be seeing some early misses coming in from Team Red, causing the score to favor Team Blue a bit, actually. It is still too early to call, but those early misses in a map that's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds long can really hurt. And you are going to start seeing that in the score lead as it starts to, even despite a bit lower in the accuracy department, it is going to start favoring Team Blue. But as I say that, the accuracies flip, and actually Team Blue does now have the advantage in accuracy. So it's really just going to come down to the score difference being built up by that initial combo. But it looks like it almost is flipping back and forth here. as we get to the first pause, it really could go either way. The scores about equalized across the board. Despite that initial miss, it didn't matter too much. But if both teams FC, it will make a huge difference. But in here, we see the first major miss coming from Cole Danulis. And another one to match from his teammate. That is not what Team Blue wanted right now. That is going to start seeing the score dramatically shift in favor of Team Red as you're already seeing that almost 100k lead. It's just what happens when there's an FC and an almost FC compared to two almost blank combos. Man, and another miss from Ricky Locke is not going to help that. They needed recovery combos building, and it's just not happening now. We're approaching the last quarter of this map. There's already a 250k difference. I don't see a way to recover here. Anything is possible, but it appears to be over. And that is going to also call the match 5-2. Very hard map, though. Nomad 3 ulting with a mix of tech elements is very hard to read, and honestly, impressive scores from both teams considering that. Especially the almost FCs from Team Red. Absolutely incredible, definitely the right pick for them. They were reserving this map and they knew they had it, and it worked out well for them. And we are going to see the conclusion of the map with almost 650k score difference. Valiant effort from Team Randoms, but it just wasn't enough. And that is going to call the match in favor of Team AKLAS, Name, ICEPICK. I cannot pronounce these things, man. I think that's a Filipino team, if I'm not misreading the flag. Yeah, once again, impressive performance from Team Randoms. It is too bad that we didn't see the upset, but especially seeing how close the beginning of the match was, but very impressive performance from them. And honestly, it was very close considering how far apart the seeds were. Very impressive either way. Congrats to Team Red, and we will be seeing both of these teams next week as we are still in the play-ins. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.